And we're live. And boom goes the dynamite. KyleMac. That's me.
Lettuce.
TestyLettuce. That's you.
Yes.
Yo, we're back again for another podcast, ladies and gents.
We haven't been canceled.
Yet. Somehow.
I've said one dumb thing. We cut it out. So you guys actually don't know anything.
No. Wait, you said more than one dumb thing.
Okay, well, dumb in the sense that
it had to be cut out.
We would have been canceled.
Very, 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 very likely.
But the other one was just I would not have liked that.
Yeah.
It was dumb as fuck.
We won't talk. We'll get off the stuff that you haven't heard. Because
let's talk about all the things that you haven't heard.
Have you heard about the? There's a. I was gonna go in. There's actually a tangent I could go in right now, but I feel like we do that so much we probably shouldn't do that to start the episode.
Just intro your tangent, and then I'll just give me like a 5-word executive summary.
Okay, fireplace, Netflix, sleepy time music.
3 words at the end.
Yeah, I said fireworks.
Okay, so
wait,
sex.
fireplace.
Okay, so sex.
Netflix. Sleepy time music. You said 5 words. I gave you 5 words.
Sex, you mean?
What are you talking about?
Why would you have a fireplace?
It's literally, you can, if you go to Netflix and you search camp, or like fireplace bedtime or something like that, it's literally just a fireplace with wood crackling. Like, there's a fire and it puts you to sleep.
Oh.
I used it.
Yeah, I think I've seen you use it at our house, actually.
Really? Yeah. I love it. I haven't used it in a while.
It's probably very nice.
It's super nice.
Yeah.
You can also just go to, like, if you have an Alexa. Oh, by the way, any of you listening on an Amazon Alexa, turn off. Yes. I don't know if that actually works. Xbox, turn off. Yes.
Xbox, record. Xbox, turn off. Amazon.
Amazon. Whoa.
Alexa.
Why do you insult everybody all the time on our podcast? I feel like half of this podcast is going to be you insulting somebody and then me going back and apologizing. Like last week was YouTube. The week before you insulted.
You talked shit about YouTube last time.
Did I? No, I talked shit about FIFA. You talked shit about. You were like, "Fuck YouTube."
No, I did that the first one.
Oh, it was okay.
Dude, we are just so. We're just so like. We've done this so long. We're just veterans of the game now that I don't even remember half of what we talk about.
Never
in those 2 hours that we've done this. 2.5 actually.
Yeah, I think like released footage 2.5 hours. We put in more time.
Yeah, we've put in enough work. We've put in the work.
Okay. All right.
Also, thank you to everyone who's listened and is listened so far in this episode.
It was a long intro.
Our numbers are not as good on the second episode.
Were they?
Not as good yet.
I mean, that's probably because it was entitled "Stepsister Hookups and Dick Pics."
I told you, it's clickbait for some
a reason.
People,
yeah, it's fine. Doesn't matter.
Okay, see, if you listen to last episode, none of us hooked up with our stepsister. Trust me, we have not, because we don't have stepsisters. We were just talking about other things. We did talk about dick pics.
We did. You said you took one. I said that you flopped your dick up on the desk and then took one.
Yes. But then none of that happened. I technically took one but it doesn't really count. So if you want to go back, if you haven't listened to the last episode and you want to go back now and listen, go right ahead. This is now the time. Pause this one, download this one, undownload this one, re-download this one, go back to the last episode, download it, listen to it, undownload it, and then re-download it, and then listen back to this one. Thank you. I would appreciate that.
You're welcome. So, alright, we're getting into topics for the week. Moving on to our first segment of the day.
The Racist Hour!
That's not... But... No, we're not actually... We're not in a director's...
We're not doing that.
Yeah, we're not in a theater. The theater. But it's not Racist Hour. It's gaming 5 to 10 to 15 minutes. I don't know. We'll see.
5 minutes.
We'll see how long we got it. Once we get through our topics. I mean, we are more organized this week than we were last week.
Were we organized? We were first week.
First week we
were kind of actually organized the first week.
A little bit.
Because we had to think about what the hell we wanted to do.
Hours. Yeah.
We also
Literally less than 12 hours from the inception of the idea to recording.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We've talked about that.
Yeah.
And then last week was not as organized, but it was so fun. This week, let's talk about. We'll move on to gaming, right? Still in my life,
the gaming hour.
In our recent lives, at least for this week, between last Friday and now, Fortnite Season 2.
Fortnite.
You hadn't played it last week. You've played it this week.
Yeah, I have.
What are your thoughts?
The same.
The same. No different.
It kind of gets boring just killing people all the time.
Andrew, you don't have to put on a facade. We know that you're trash at the game.
I mean, you have no one to back you up there.
Okay, I could reference you.
Okay, but no one listens to this, so it's not like anyone's.
Lancers 1114.
Brandon.
Yep.
He texted me today.
Did he?
Yeah. We can talk about it after the show.
Okay.
Probably should have talked about it before the show.
Oh. What did...
Brandon's pregnant.
Oh. Is that what he texted you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm less concerned now.
I'd be more concerned.
I thought he was like...
What do you think if a guy got pregnant, how would a kid come out of his dick hole? Have you ever thought about that?
No. Yeah, I have. I would think that basically... So, like, do you remember the scene from The Office? Which Dwight goes into Michael's office, and he says, how does one penis fit into the other?
He actually was talking to Toby.
Oh, was he? Oh, that's right. When Angela was there, too, wasn't
him and Angela talking about gay people.
Does one penis...
I love gay people, by
absorb the other? I don't think that show would hold up today. I don't think you could get away with that today.
People say that it wouldn't hold up today.
No, it holds up. Like from its incept, like from the creation of the show, it holds up. But if it was released today,
you can't really do anything about it now.
Yeah, exactly, because it's already been released.
The argument.
And they know it's satirical.
A lot of people will say that it wouldn't. I would tend to agree, although I don't think it would be as severe as it would be, as people would think.
I think that's probably a good assessment.
Actually, you know what? The first episode, they had Hitler, the Hitler bit.
Yep.
So maybe that...
Get it?
Get it? I'm Hitler!
Oh my goodness. What a show.
I don't know.
Steve Carell.
Love him.
Oh, I mean, he's a great guy.
I would marry him.
Would you?
He looks good as fuck.
Yeah,
since he's old. He's got that silver fox look.
The money from The Office. Yeah.
I mean...
I'll do it to you. I saw a tweet this week. It was like... as I've gotten older, I've realized I'm not ugly. I'm just poor. And then it had like pictures of famous people like before they were famous.
I mean, yeah.
And they were all like ugly.
I'm definitely poor. You guys, though, the listeners, can help with that by going to venmo.com/my-username. Or you can just type in my name and I'm one of probably the top 20 that you'll see.
Do you think if you were to rank all of the Andrew Schmidts in the world, where do you fall?
Well, I was actually added to a Facebook group that had a bunch of Andrew Schmidts in it, created by one Andrew Schmidt from like Colorado. So based on their conversation, I think I was the alpha of that group.
Okay.
Because they were all I never actually participated in the speaking.
Right. Alpha.
But they
nature.
were all kind of weird.
Oh. And you're not?
I mean, you kind of have to be a little off to start a Facebook group with just a bunch of people with your same name.
Do you?
I've never heard anyone else do that.
There's an actor named Kyle MacLachlan, so he's got me beat at the moment. At
yes,
the moment.
He does.
The moment.
Yeah.
Not for long.
Yeah.
Oh!
I just see a tweet. Marcus Mariota drawing interest from the New England Patriots.
All right, we'll get to that. We'll get to that later.
Dude,
we'll get to that later.
Who's gonna win a Super Bowl?
We'll get to that later. We have your one topic, your note.
One note.
Your note about the one guy.
Oh.
We'll get to. Yeah. That's for the sports ball section.
Yeah, sporting times.
Sporting Kansas City. So gaming Fortnite Season 2. You said it's the same. I enjoy it.
It literally is the same.
I'm enjoying it.
Except for I had to figure out more of the map.
Yeah, you have to unlock more of the map. Or a few more places.
I hadn't had the whole map unlocked anyway.
Well, that's because you're not a gamer.
No, when when you were playing, whatever, like when you were talking to what's her face,
Alyssa, yeah.
Last night,
yeah,
I used those solo games to just land at the different spots.
Gotcha.
So I still don't have all of the map unlocked, which, to be quite honest, I'm probably not going to ever.
That's fine.
But
So Fortnite competitive announced possible trios tournament coming up. I think it was March 14th. So not bad. Like, that's interesting to hear that it's a trios announcement. I believe they announced that trios, duos, and solos would be the platforms for the World Cup. Don't quote me on that. Actually,
no squads?
Let me know if I'm wrong. No squads, I don't believe.
Have they ever done competitive squads?
Yes. I think once. I think they had one like cash series that was squads. So interesting, just the announcements on that end. Look out for KyleMac 1019 streams and stuff like that. Clips from the trios tournament. Andrew, there's a duos test event tomorrow night that we're probably going to try and hop into. We did some arenas last night.
Probably.
Yeah, we'll see what time I get back from out of town. I'm going to be out of town tomorrow morning/afternoon. So that's interesting for Fortnite. Destiny.
Okay, we're going to define interesting here as not interesting. Because it's competitive Fortnite, and everyone should be playing competitive FIFA.
They have competitive FIFA.
They do.
I actually personally know one of the competitors for the Columbus Crew. Actually, I don't think he does any like actual tournaments anymore. He's like their charity guy.
That sounds
like that.
Shitty.
No, not at all. He's still literally the Columbus Crew
charity guy. He's the one who gets to do the Make-A-Wish stuff.
Esports, yeah, because he did the gaming and stuff, the competitive stuff, but then now he's a family. So.
Oh, he's that old?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, he's like 30. I want to say he's 20. I'm gonna go 27 to 31 tops. Tops okay. 31. He actually still plays soccer.
Isn't it fucked up how I guess I'm 23.
I'm 22.
I have more experience.
Young blood.
I have more experience than you do with
Young
life.
blood.
But
Young blood.
How like people our age like have kids.
Is it fucked up? I mean, like
I think it's fucked up.
Some people can get away with it. Some people can do it, manage it.
And listen, I'm not going to go on a tangent. I'm just going to say a couple words about it. Cough, cough. If you decide, I'm going to preface this all by saying everyone can do what they want, and like, I'm not going to personally judge you for your choices because they're your choices. I don't really fucking care. Like, no offense, but I don't.
I know you don't know all the information. You're not living their life, right? Yeah, so that's what you mean by I don't care. It's not that. Yeah.
I mean, if I don't know you, I don't care about you. No offense. That might be mean to say. But okay, I'm just gonna say this.
You spiraled, bro.
I've spiraled into a deep territory.
All right, so tread carefully. But what were you gonna say?
Okay.
All right, unless you want me to go a completely different direction.
No.
You got it. All right, we're gonna pound it out.
I don't understand the desire to like have children or like a family, like a husband and like kids at 22 or 23, even at 25. You still have like so much shit that you probably want to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying that like a family like fucks that all up.
Mm-hmm.
But like you just gotta. I just don't get it.
And I mean, that's why, like, people that say, so, like, I'm going to give you a hypothetical, right? Somebody that has a child at, say, we'll go 18, 19, okay? And maybe, like, they...
Like, I could never imagine having a kid at that age.
That's
also because I'm probably very immature.
I think, yeah.
I mean, that could be one of it.
Right. But, like, I think it would be hard. I don't think...
That's what she said.
Correct. That is what she said. Obviously, I didn't have a kid at 18 or 19. Knock on wood.
Don't think you can go back in time.
I don't want a kid right now, but I could see somebody that doesn't that doesn't, like, they're kind of floundering in life a little. They don't maybe know exactly what's going on, what they're doing. And then they have the kid. The kid kind of gives them a purpose at that age. And then they raise the kid, raise it wonderfully, whatever. Excuse me. Holy crap. And then, like, so they found their purpose for that stage of life. The kid gets old, graduates, moves out. And then they're 40. Okay, that math doesn't. It's kind of 22-ish, yeah. So.
Well, if you're 18 and have a kid, and then the kid's 18, so that's 36.
Yeah, so 40, 22 to 24, when they move out. You're 40. You still have years and years and years, and now you already, like, by that time, ideally, if you've raised the kid and they moved out, that you have a career-ish that you've established, and you're making money to be able to afford doing things, right? And your kid already has a life of their own too, so it's like, fuck that kid. They're gone.
You're out of the prime of your life.
So what? Who says that the prime of your life has to?
Physical prime.
Physically, yes.
Physical prime.
You're not going to go play in the NFL if you have a kid at 18, 19.
I'm not saying if you're fucking 22, you're not fucking playing in the NFL or whatever, but just you're not going to go play in the NFL. Like,
if you have a kid at 18, you're probably not going to play in the NFL unless. I was going to say I shouldn't say that. You're okay. That's only if you're like super talented.
Yeah.
If you have to work to get where you are, then you're probably not gonna make who's it? Like Wes Welker, right? I feel like that dude wasn't just the all natural best, most talented player ever. Like he probably had to work to get to where he was.
18 concussions.
Okay, well that doesn't matter. He just had to, he had to work to get where he was. So if he had a kid at 18, probably, I'm gonna guess that it might have shattered some dreams there.
Probably.
But when he's 40 and that kid moves out,
no one desires to have a kid at 18. That's all I'm saying.
No one? No. Do you know everyone, Andrew?
I mean, I'd like to think that this podcast can reach out to everyone.
So, we'll say,
I got you on that one.
If you had a kid at 18 and you wanted the kid,
why would I ever want a kid?
Okay,
in general.
Andrew, you don't know it. We just said you don't know everybody.
I'd like to think that everyone knows me by this podcast because this podcast is available everywhere except for Apple Podcasts yet. We're getting there. We should actually follow up on that and see what the fuck's going on.
I mean, that was not my end. Oh, hey, look who's on TV. Either. This is literally.
Oh my! What? Dude,
he just hit it.
Rugby was just on. And it just changed. Did you change it?
No, yeah, I changed it a while ago. Oh, that's not who I thought it was.
This is the first time we've had the TV on, I think.
No, it's not.
Never mind, we had it on last week.
And the week before, I've literally had golf on every time we've recorded a podcast.
I don't know how you've been able to pay attention.
Oh, I've been able to pay attention?
Yeah.
Because I'm good, man. I'm a professional. No. We actually, to segue, because we got way off track.
Yeah, we haven't even talked about we haven't even touched on our topics, which you probably
did. We got one.
Actually, no, we talked about Fortnite.
Yeah. But we actually know. I don't know if you do. Do you know Daniel? Okay. We have a friend, Daniel Wetterick, who is playing in his first PGA Tour event this weekend in the Honda Classic. Daniel, shout out. If you listen to this podcast, I would be honored.
They get all of your PGA friends to also listen, and then they are famous-ish, so then they can spread it worldwide.
That's not where I was headed with that.
Thank you, Daniel.
But yes, thanks for the plug into the golf world. Daniel, best of luck this weekend. I saw that, 46-foot putt that you hit on round 1 on Thursday. That was actually pretty freaking sweet. So best of luck for the rest of the weekend, and I'll look forward to watching the rest of the tournament.
Love you. Mwah.
Moving on, because Andrew, I don't know how we got talked into 18-year-old, 16-year-old kid stuff, whatever.
We never mentioned any 16-year-olds. Everyone's an adult.
Okay, 18-year-old kids. How did we? Yeah, we devolved. Not we.
Segways.
I mean, it is we, but it is Andrew. Segways are weird. Speaking of segues, so Destiny just announced that Trials of Osiris is coming back. Ooh, do you remember when we played in that? And Trials, it was Trials of the Nine, I think it was called, yeah. Destiny 2. Sean and I, along with Jason Middendorf, played some Trials, Destiny 1. Sean played it more than I did, admittedly, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. Competitive Destiny coming back at you.
I'm looking forward to it. I've not really played. I played like
comes out
just for funny.
March 13th. Why are you getting into your garage? What are you doing? This is literally the least professional thing I've ever witnessed.
Are we really trying to be professional here?
I don't really care at all.
We're talking into a goddamn microphone.
2 microphones, not 1.
It is 2 microphones now.
You're right.
It's 2 microphones.
You got some peanut butter crackers there?
Yeah, I'm actually really hungry.
I offered you food
when I got here, which was like 3 hours ago.
True. Destiny returns Friday, March 13th. Trials of Osiris. I'm looking to get a trio together for that team, a trials team for that. We'll see how the logistics play out, though. I might have to wait a few weeks to buy it on the PC. I want to play it on the PC, but I have it on the Xbox right now. What is that stupid face for? What are you looking at me like that for?
I'm wondering if they can hear the. These peanut butter crackers are very good, by the way, guys.
What brand is it? Never mind, we can't say. It's Austin. Yeah, we can't say. But it's fine.
Shout out Austin.
No.
If you want to sponsor
Austin,
me.
I'm Austin. That's me.
No.
So I'll sponsor you. Okay, so we have a newish section of the gaming segment of the podcast coming out. It's just our new games segment, I guess.
Which I don't know any of the new
Talking about newish games that are coming out.
I know that FIFA 21 is going to be coming out this coming September.
Is that all you know?
New game.
Okay. Well, Project A, also known as Project Ares, coming out. I actually don't know when it's coming out. So far, I looked at their website. It says new information 2020. They have
It is 2020.
announcements and stuff. It is 2020, correct? So we should be getting new information. They have announcements and stuff coming out. Basically, it's it's a shooter.
Is it a Fortnite game? Or
No. It's a shooter.
Battle Royale?
It's a first-person shooter. Not a battle royale. But I watched a video on it. Sorry about the mic. I watched a video on it actually. It looked like so it's gonna be something I think like CS:GO, except with your abilities. Your abilities aren't gonna be if you look at Destiny, okay, your super ability, you can kill somebody with that, right?
Yes.
Excuse me. Your abilities in Project A, also known as Project Ares, the full title, Project A. Your abilities won't be to kill enemies directly. It will be to give you a tactical advantage against other enemies. The main combat in the game will be your shooting, your aim, your gunplay, your aim, stuff like that.
However, sounds really sexual.
It does. However, the object and the stuff of your abilities will give you certain tactical advantages to outshine the opposition with your gunplay.
I might download the demo when it comes out.
We'll see what happens.
The demos are normally free, so.
Yeah, I'm excited for that game. I'm looking forward to it. So if you want to look at the description on their website, we'll link their website and everything in here. But it says Project A is a precise tactical shooter with a lethal cast of characters set on a near future Earth. In Project A, abilities create unique opportunities for your gunplay to shine.
I'm gonna be honest. Descriptions of video games sound so fucking nerdy.
Well, why?
But,
what?
The games
why you gotta say that so judgmentally?
No.
What do you mean?
I'm
so fucking nerdy?
I'm saying that the description is super nerdy, but when you play, it's not. I mean, it's not that.
It has to describe the game that's being released.
I understand, but it sounds like someone who got bullied for 13 years wrote that description.
Why? It's probably why. Why you gotta hate on them though?
I'm not hating.
Sounds like you're hating.
Well, maybe I am.
Shit. I don't hate on you, game devs.
Sorry.
Game developers.
Sorry, whoever the fuck.
Riot Games.
The description of FIFA is just play soccer.
That's not it.
Not a nerdy thing.
That's not it. But dude, Andrew, until 3 years ago, you didn't even know what soccer was.
I knew what soccer was. I just didn't want to watch it.
You literally were you kick a ball in a rectangle.
You do. That's still what the game is.
All right.
I'm fucking wrong.
Well, speaking of soccer.
Speaking of fucking soccer.
Champions League this week. We'll go through a quick recap.
Quick recap.
So, highlights of the week. Atletico Madrid top Real Madrid 1-0 at the Stadio Wanda Metropolitano. What did I say?
Atletico Madrid topped Real Madrid.
Oh, I meant Atletico Madrid topped Liverpool. Both are just... Okay, that's not true. Liverpool are scum.
Scum.
No. Real Madrid. I keep mixing up the two clubs, man. Real Madrid are scum. Because I like Barcelona. I have to say that. Legally. I'm legally required. Liverpool are fine. Sometimes annoying, but they're fine.
How about we can just go through the scores and then we can give our quick one-sentence summaries of these games?
Sure.
So
Dortmund top PSG 2-1. Erling Haaland.
Erling Haaland is a fucking monster.
He is a monster.
And PSG are never going to be good enough to win anything.
Ever. Agreed.
That was my one sentence.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, that's pretty summarized. Atalanta top Valencia 4-1, first leg. These are all first leg scores.
No one cares about that.
Dude, Atalanta are the leading scorers in Italy right now.
Everyone's saying Atalanta is the Ajax of last year.
They are very good.
But I feel like
Valencia are no joke.
To be an Ajax of last year, you cannot be in the top 5.
Okay, fair. Leipzig go up against Tottenham 1-0 after the first leg.
Tottenham.
Hey, look, Jose Mourinho got it wrong again. We'll see what happens in the return leg, but
Tottenham I'm curious. They always have injuries for some reason.
Oh yeah, I mean Harry Kane's out. Chelsea dropped 0-3 against Bayern Munich. They picked up a red card along the way. You know who got the red card? I don't.
Oh, does it not say?
It doesn't right there. I can find out.
I thought we were prepared.
I mean, we were.
You got the score. I got the score
3-0
when I told you.
3-0, yes. I watched a decent amount of this game, actually.
Serge Gnabry, he's fucking good.
Yeah, he scored 2 goals.
Davies is a goddamn monster.
He is. On the soccer field and on TikTok. Just for the record.
He's 19.
He's TikTok famous.
Damn.
Yeah.
And he's real famous.
Multi-talent.
Jesus fuck.
Excuse me. Multi-talented star. Marcos Alonso in the 83rd minute got the red card for Chelsea. You have to know that the inexperience is probably going to shine through at some point. The dominating, brutal Bayern Munich bulldozed the inexperience of Chelsea.
What? So Bayern, when Barcelona beat Bayern when Messi humiliated Boateng, shipped Neuer.
Yep.
What year was that?
2015.
Was that the semifinals?
I believe. Yes. Quarters or semis. One of the two. I think it was the semis.
Because I feel like there's never they never get far anymore.
Bayern?
Yeah.
They have somewhat, but yeah, they without Pep Guardiola, they historically.
Because I feel like 2015.
Well, that's not true.
I feel like before 2015, they were juggernauts of Europe.
Because Jupp Heynckes won. Pep Guardiola was actually hired to Bayern Munich the year following the year that they won the Champions League. So they won the Champions League and then had the goal to say to their coach, we still think it's not good enough. We're bringing in Pep Guardiola.
You're a piece of shit.
It was Jupp Heynckes, I think is how you pronounce that.
Some German.
Good coach. Good coach.
Good cokes.
Good cokes. I like the Coca-Colas.
Good cocaine out there in Germany.
Moving on. Napoli, Barcelona, 1-1. Mediocre match for Barcelona. Griezmann salvages a draw for Barca.
They got the away goal.
Yes, in Napoli. They got the away goal, but Nelson Semedo with red card.
He got a red card?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And
he's very good at FIFA.
No, I'm sorry, not Nelson Semedo. He played poorly. Arturo Vidal with the red card.
Oh.
He played on the right wing. Odd choice from Kike Setien there.
Wait, Vidal played on the right?
He did.
I believe that's where Messi played.
I mean, Messi is free.
Yeah, I guess he's positionless.
I actually didn't watch that game. I was watching the Chelsea Bayern Munich game.
Fucking
Bleacher Report.
It's technically TNT.
Yep. But
TNT, get your fucking shit together. No one wants to see goddamn Chelsea play.
What do you mean?
Why would you not put the Barcelona game on?
I mean, I would have rather just watched Messi because that's my default. However, I could have.
No offense, Bumpus.
Would have seen why Chelsea Bayern could have been a more exciting game simply because Chelsea is an English team and English media typically penetrates farther around the world than other things, other media, because it's an English-speaking country. Lyon get the dub 1-0 over Juve. They scored an early goal and defended very well. I watched a lot of stuff from that game. Lyon's coach, when asked, how do you stop Cristiano Ronaldo, simply said, just don't foul any Juventus players in the box, and then you can very easily stop Cristiano Ronaldo.
That was real? He said that?
He said that. So
that's really funny. It'll be funny when he comes out second leg, scores like a quadruple after.
Yeah.
12 goals.
And then Leon looked very silly.
Murders the head coach.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens there.
If that's right, if what I said was right, give me like $10.
Oh my god. Alright, you heard it here, ladies and gentlemen. Real Madrid and Manchester City, in my view, the match of the week. Manchester City top Real Madrid 2-1 at the Santiago Bernabeu.
It's over for Real Madrid.
It's over for Real Madrid. TestyLettuce Andrew says, I think they're still in it.
I mean, granted, the Etihad is not exactly it's not Anfield, but
correct.
But it's very hard to go into
away.
It's very hard to go away and win. Just win that game, which they have to do. Mm-hmm. And they have to, if they can't win 1-0.
If they
correct, they have to win 2-0.
Correct.
By 2.
Yes. Yeah. So meaning it's a tough sell. Sergio Ramos with a red card, stupid, silly red card. Gabriel Jesus, a little bit of a dive. He kind of he sold it a little bit. He made the most of it. However, silly from Sergio Ramos. He should know better by this time. He gets the red card. He is not playing in the second leg. Also, who was it from City? I watched the match. I forget. Somebody from City got he got his yellow card accumulation limit for the knockout stage, end of group stage.
I don't remember.
He's missing the second leg because he has too many yellow cards.
Rodri.
No, I want to say it's Benjamin Mendy.
It is.
Is it? Okay.
Ben Mendy.
Yeah.
Shout out Ben Mendy if you hear this.
Both of them missing the second leg. It will be interesting to see what happens at the Etihad. Kevin De Bruyne got the Champions League Player of the Week. He scored the penalty and he assisted the other goal, which was scored, I want to say, by Gabriel Jesus. Yes, it was. It was scored by Gabriel Jesus.
Yeah, because it was just them too.
Yep. So, actually, Manchester City were losing in this match 1-0. Isco put Real Madrid up early.
All the goals came in 12 minutes.
23 minutes technically. Oh, if you look at the box score. But yeah, Isco went up 1-0. City scored 2 goals to recover the match and take it 2-1 into the second leg. All right, Andrew.
Into Manchester.
It is that time. Predictions. Who's going to win the Champions League as of this stage?
There. It sounded like we had to Google.
It's not like we had a whole document that said that we were going to talk about this or anything.
I didn't think about it. I want Barcelona to win.
You want Barcelona?
I don't think they will.
Okay.
It depends. Barcelona, I feel like they're always just like a lock for semifinals.
If Messi's in the team, yes.
Which he is.
Yes.
Has been.
Yes.
So it just all depends on who they play.
However, I don't sell Napoli short. Dries Mertens.
It's very hard to go into Camp Nou.
Insigne.
It is. Go into Camp Nou and win.
It is. Last year was the first year when they wrecked Liverpool at Anfield and then lost it at Camp Nou.
Oh, that's not how it went.
Was it backwards? Did they wreck at Camp Nou and lost at Anfield?
Yeah. They didn't win at Anfield.
Did they not? I honestly forget which fixture was which one.
The lost is because they went into Anfield. No one goes into Anfield and wins.
I thought.
Nope, you can look it up.
I will. No, I won't because I know you're right. I know you're right.
No, I'm right.
Yeah, you're right. That's fine. Just say it with confidence.
Messi's free kick.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And the crowd went nuts.
Yeah, no, you're right.
It was a fucking sick goal.
I do. Yeah, it was. Yeah, they lost it.
Yeah.
We said last week we weren't going to talk about it.
Corner taken quickly.
All right, shut up. I want Barcelona to win as well. Okay, so we got our wants out. Who do you think will win? Who do you think will win? Who's playing the best right now?
Well, technically Liverpool. but they, in terms of form, they're playing the best.
Maybe.
Overall. But
Maybe.
like, in Europe, they don't seem as dominant.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even in the group stages.
Uh-huh.
They didn't seem as dominant.
I'm gonna give you who it's my bold prediction, for sure.
There are 16 teams, and I have to remember all the teams that are still playing.
It's my bold prediction. It's gonna be Dortmund.
If Haaland can like keep it up, which he's fucking good. And I want Dortmund to win because at the beginning of the season when they made a shit ton of signings.
Mm-hmm.
Not like a shit ton, but they made
quality signings.
They didn't spend too much, and they got like good players, good young players. Mm-hmm. I want them to be good, but I think Jadon Sancho's out after this year.
I think it's gonna be Dortmund.
He's gonna get sold.
Probably.
But that'd be fun.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Outliers. I could see, like, I think Liverpool's going to be a contender. I truly, honestly, really think Barcelona and Bayern. I think it's going to be Dortmund, Liverpool, Bayern, Barca at the semifinals. My guess, just a random white guy from Cincinnati's guess. I'm not exactly a random white guy. I do have my finger on the pulse of the soccer world a little bit.
I thought you were going to give your final prediction.
Oh, no, I think Dortmund's going to win against... See, but look...
Do you think I'm going to be
Liverpool? No, I was just going to say... I was just going through that thought process. If I think about Dortmund in a match against Liverpool, Bayern, or Barca one-on-one, I don't know that they win over 2 legs. If they find themselves in the final against one of those 3 teams, I think they could win. Over 2 legs, I truly think those 3 clubs are too strong and too powerful for Dortmund to withstand. Now, I don't know. I'm sticking with Dortmund because I said it. I think Dortmund win. I want Barca to win, and obviously I'll always think that they'll win.
On the record, Kyle's prediction is Dortmund, and we have a $1,000 bet on this.
No, we don't. Don't listen to Andrew. Everything is about money for him. I'm about the spirit of the game because I'm a true soccer passionista. All right, who do you think?
Well...
Yep.
It's hard because
no,
there's not a dominant team. Like, I mean, you could say Liverpool's a dominant team, but I said, they have it's been shown that they can be vulnerable.
Yep.
Playing in the Champions League against other nationalities.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, man, this is difficult.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Fuck it. Atalanta.
Okay, and I think that we'll see, but dude, seriously, they're a top scoring side.
It'd be a blessing if Barcelona played them.
Or Barcelona.
When Barcelona was healthy.
Yes.
Because Barcelona
would wreck them.
They would, but right now that they don't have any players.
It's not that they don't have any players.
It's all gonna be youth players on the bench.
For Barcelona?
Dude, they have right now they have 14 active players.
I know.
Active senior players.
But, all I'm saying is, I still don't think that would be an issue. For them.
What's up?
They need Ter Stegen and Messi.
That's it, actually.
Yeah.
That's literally it.
That's all they have, in any rate. Arthur De Jong. Although Arthur is hurt, I believe, if I remember. No. I just saw him in training. He's fine. Messi and Ter Stegen right now. Until Arthur and De Jong have time to sit, to settle in, and fill in with Kike Setien, new style of play, stuff like that, we're good. I think the starting midfield every week, Busquets, De Jong, Arthur. I think that's what it should be every week. Get Riqui Puig, maybe some minutes here and there. Get Carlos Alenia, maybe some minutes here and there. I think Vidal can come in as a sub every week. I don't want him to start ever.
He has a lot of energy off the bench.
Yes, exactly. And he can come in and shut a game down.
Sell Rakitic, use that money to buy someone.
No, they need to sell Rakitic and use that money to just keep working with La Masia. Stop buying stupid signings. Braithwaite, or whatever his name is, the new signing they got, from Leganes.
He had 2 assists.
And Leganes now... So here, listen to this, Andrew. This is how...
Leganes is fucked.
No, yeah, but this is how fucked up this is. Barcelona, outside of a transfer window, were given special permission to sign a striker because Luis Suarez is hurt.
Which is already that was a precedented rule.
That you can't sign outside of a transfer window, you mean?
No, that you can sign emergency players.
Yes. However, they allowed Barcelona to sign Leganes sold Braithwaite to Barcelona.
They just paid his release clause, so they didn't have to go through the club.
Nope.
That's the more fucked up thing.
Now, Leganes go to La Liga and say, hey, we now need a striker because Barcelona just took ours. Can we please have permission to emergency sign a player? La Liga said no.
They said, fuck yourself, you're going to get relegated.
So,
granted, they were already in the relegation zone, but now they're definitely getting fucking relegated.
I mean, that was their striker gone. Their main man. So yeah, sorry, Leganes. Good luck with your season.
I mean,
and we'll see how you fare.
Probably pretty shitty. No
I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and guess.
If any players from Leganes are listening to this, get on a better team or get better.
So they're at 19 points right now, 3 points behind Mallorca.
19 points.
Mm-hmm.
Mallorca, I had a nice little FIFA career with them.
Mallorca have 22 points. So 3 points behind them. Celta Vigo in 17th have 24 points. So 5 points behind them. I mean, it's not without the realm of possibility, but I do think they need a striker. So La Liga's kind of screwing them in the bum hole right there. Kind of funny. Yeah.
But if you were a fan of that club for some reason.
Oh, you got to be pissed.
Move on.
You gotta want to kill La Liga for that.
Or yourself.
I mean, sure.
Let's move on.
Moving on. Okay.
I don't even have my phone on.
MLS. We're still on soccer, but we're moving back to America. MLS starts this weekend. Yes. Speaking of being a fan of a specific club, we're from Cincinnati. I'm an FC Cincinnati supporter.
We're a season ticket holder.
For 3 years. I still have their scarves.
Flag.
And there's a flag right there. I have a poster behind me. I have a bunch of FC Cincinnati stuff.
I got a jersey, actually.
I have a few jerseys. Oh, did you really? One of their new kits?
No, I didn't want that.
I think they're ugly.
No, I have that. My Ultimate Team in FIFA has that kit.
Do you like them?
I mean, in FIFA, I like it.
Do they look okay? But maybe they look better from the stance. I think they're ugly looking at them right now.
They don't look very good. But everyone's jersey is kind of like that. I feel like ours is one of the worst, though.
So, FC Cincinnati, I agree with you. Kick off their MLS season this weekend, Sunday, February...
something.
No, it's March 1st.
It might be March 1st.
It's March 1st.
Without a coach.
1 o'clock p.m., no head coach, against New York Red Bulls.
Yes.
Any score predictions for that game, Andrew?
4-0 Red Bulls.
It is in New York, so Andrew thinks it's going to be 4-0 Red Bulls. I'm going to go with the odd 4-1 in favor of the Red Bulls. I don't know that we have a lot of confidence in the club right now.
Remember at the beginning of last season when we tied Atlanta United and we thought we were going to be good?
No, that was in preseason, wasn't it?
Nope.
Was it? Okay.
It was the second game of the season because we got washed. Because one of the midfielders on our team had a sick first goal for
I do remember that
franchise goal.
It was number 10. What was his name? I know it is. No, he's a defender. I forget. It doesn't matter.
He hit a banger, and then we're like, oh shit! And then we lost 4-1 that game. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
And then we went to Atlanta, and then we tied that 1-1.
I swore that we lost to Atlanta. I could be wrong, but I thought we did.
I mean, our second game we did. We played them at home.
Okay. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. So.
But yeah, I don't have very high expectations for FC Cincinnati.
I don't know that a lot of people do. To be honest, no coach, new squad, second year in the MLS.
This is not exactly where you want to be.
Probably not how the club planned it would go.
When you're building a stadium to be used next year.
Yeah.
You should have probably... I thought that FC Cincinnati would be different as a Cincinnati franchise. For some reason.
Well, I don't know why you ever would have thought that.
Well, because... And granted, that is not a unique opinion. From just a random Cincinnatian.
Correct.
Because, at least in the USL, which, I probably overlooked that that's not the MLS. Level of the MLS.
Correct. They did very well.
Obviously, the fucking coaches they hire, they probably know soccer, but they're all idiots.
Yeah, I mean, okay, if you look at their first coach, whose name is escaping me at the moment, the guy that played for Sheffield Wednesday.
Wasn't that the guy who fucked that one of his teammates' girlfriend or something?
No.
I thought it was.
What do you mean?
When he played for some national team or something, I thought. And he fucked his teammates, or his coach's wife or something.
No.
I'm pretty sure that that's something that happened.
Did we talk about that?
Maybe I'm making this up.
Give me his name and I'll know. It's not all I can think of is Brian Regan, but he's a comedian.
I thought that was a president. Oh no, that was Ronald Reagan.
Ronald Reagan. There you go.
Yeah. What the fuck's his name? Colin? No. I don't know. It doesn't even matter.
It does matter.
Just type in coach fucked.
What?
Person.
Coach fucked person. How many times do you think that's happened in the history of ever? The first coach
was Alan Koch.
No, Alan Koch was was the one before Ron Jans. He led them into the MLS. The one that was in the USL, he was the first American player to play in the English Premier League with Sheffield Wednesday.
The guy who coached FC Cincinnati?
Their first coach. He's an American soccer legend.
Damn.
I can't remember. That's my issue. I have a terrible memory.
Should be on there.
It's not on here.
What the fuck is Wikipedia for?
Exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. It only has their.
I think that there'd be a history of managers.
I think it only has their MLS stats on the Wikipedia.
Well,
first FC Cincinnati head coach John Harkes. That's his name.
Go to his Wikipedia.
Okay, I'll click on his Wikipedia.
Sorry, we're probably harping on this too long.
Doesn't matter.
But I want to know.
We want to know.
Because I am pretty sure someone told me that. That people in England hate him because he, fucked.
Was he a coach or was he a player?
I don't know.
We'll go.
There should be.
Off the field personal life?
Yep.
Okay. Harkes, first generation, blah, 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 blah. He's Scottish immigrants. He's the father.
Okay, so it's not going to be in there.
Of his kid. Yeah, probably not in. Here you go. Oh, in 1994, John Harkes was named in the People's Magazine top 50 most beautiful people.
He does look good.
He does look good.
Teammates, girl. I typed it into Google. I'm probably going to get some porn.
Why? What? Oh, okay. Andrew, you're right. I found it.
I know. I knew I was fucking right.
Okay.
Go, baby!
All right, so here, I'll read this. This is from Wikipedia. And we'll make sure this is in the link dump so that you can all read it as well.
Be quick with this. We spent too much time.
In September 1997, Harkes prepared for the 1998 World Cup with an ill-advised trip to California that ultimately defined his legacy. In 2010, it was finally revealed by Eric Winalda that former U.S. national team manager Steve Sampson had cut Harkes from the 1998 World Cup team only 2 months prior to the tournament because Harkes had been having relations with teammate Eric's wife, Amy, in the couple's house and near the playpen of their young child. So, John Harkes was having relations with Eric Winalda's wife, who was his USA teammate at the time. Coach Steve Sampson cut Harkes from the 1998 World Cup team months before the World Cup. Goodness. Forgot about that.
That's. I knew I was right.
I feel like we've talked about that before.
I mean, yeah, probably when we lived together.
Yeah. That's
so funny.
Interesting. So
I'm glad he was the first coach that we picked.
Well, just a little insight into the rumors when he was relieved of his duties as FC Cincinnati head coach. Rumors had it that he was reaching too high, trying to take power from Jeff Birding, the president, Carl Leonard, the owner, stuff like that, and trying to basically get too big of an ego and
that kind of guy.
Reach a little too far. So they relieved him of his duties.
Normally, people who have big egos fuck other people's wives.
Just as a precedent.
You know what?
It's a stereotype.
I need someone to do a science experiment about that.
Science experiment.
For science.
For science.
Just get type A people and see how many of them have fucked someone else's wife. So
we're gonna kind of round out the soccer portion a little bit, okay? Ending out, FC Cincinnati had John Harkes in USL. He was relieved. Alan Koch he did very well. had very good success in the USL, did not have good success in the MLS, so he was quote-unquote let go. Ron Jans hired, made racist comments.
Said the N-word in a song.
Resigned. Now they don't have a coach going into the MLS 2020 season. Andrew, where does FC Cincinnati end up in the table? In the Eastern Conference.
How many teams are there?
13 in the Eastern Conference.
I'm going to say 11th.
They end up 11th. So they finish above 2 places, 2 other teams. They finished 2 places above where they finished last year because they were dead last year.
They were not very good last year.
They weren't. I think they finished 12th. I'm giving them not last, but second last. 1 place behind where you're predicting.
Time will tell.
Going on, who wins the MLS?
Who fucking cares?
Oh, come on. It's the MLS.
I don't know, dude. I'm just going to say LA Galaxy because they always get the good players, but then they never play well.
Well, they just named Chicharito. No, that's LAFC. Was it LA Galaxy?
Chicharito's on LA Galaxy.
That's right. Carlos Vela is on. Yep.
LAFC.
Just mixing up all my stuff here.
Carlos Vela had a very good MLS Player of the Month card for FIFA.
LAFC last night just overcame a deficit in the CONCACAF Champions League to advance to the next round. Carlos Vela led with their first goal of the night. Diego Rossi, I believe, put one in as well. They advanced to the next round, so we'll keep an eye on that.
Honestly, the team that they beat was kind of like the Barcelona situation last year.
Where
LAFC was Liverpool.
Yeah.
Because
they came back.
Yeah.
Barcelona versus PSG.
Nope.
Remontada.
Nope, I wasn't talking about that.
Well, it's kind of the same situation.
I think that was better.
It was. That's why I had to bring it up.
Yeah.
I'm going with the LA Galaxy to win the MLS.
That's what I said.
I know, but I actually was believing that before you said that. Chicharito was signed. He's named their captain. I think they win it.
If they could win it with Zlatan, I feel like I don't know.
How do Inter Miami fare? David Beckham's new club.
Dude, it'd be sick if David Beckham suited up.
It really would.
I
think everybody wants to see that.
Yeah.
I really think everybody wants to see that. So we'll see.
I don't know.
Who gets last?
Who cares about the bottom teams?
What do you mean? Okay, I'm going...
Kansas City Rapids.
Kansas City Rapids? Or Colorado Rapids?
Colorado Rapids.
So do you think it's going to be a Western Division team? I think Nashville finishes last place.
Oh, yeah, they're new.
Yes, they are. I think Nashville finishes last place.
Cool.
All right. So that concludes the soccer portion.
Where are we? Where are we in the...
52 minutes in.
Oh, shit, okay.
You want to end with a little bit of life talk?
Yeah. Well, this will be life talk plus just saying dumb
shit. Well, that's typically how it goes.
That's kind of what
when we're not structured, we tend to say dumb shit.
Okay. You want to start or do you want me to start?
I'll let you start.
Okay. So...
Because I started last week.
Did you?
Yeah. Well, you tried to start, and then I was like, I'll just go.
Yeah, and then you train rolled.
Steamroll.
You put me in a train.
Yep. And sent you off a cliff.
Ran a train on me. What?
Interesting combination of words there.
Okay, so so about
sentence
2 weeks ago.
So we should preface this by saying that last week at the end of the podcast, Andrew brought this up, and then we said we'll talk about it this week. We did not forget. I wrote it in my notes for this week's episode. I remembered. I wrote it down. So Andrew's going to expand on his story.
Expound upon my whatever.
In which he stated that, Andrew, you did what now? So,
I think I tore my ACL.
Oh, God.
I thought I did, at least. But it's all better now, doesn't it?
I was going to say a week on.
Literally, so I took a nap one day. It was, if any of my friends or acquaintances that I know remember, we went out like Saturday afternoon, went to bars and stuff. So when I got home, I took a little nippy nap, and then I woke up and I could fucking barely move my left knee. Like I literally just woke up, stood up, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
He couldn't move.
And so it just hurt, and then the next day it hurt worse, and then it hurts like for a week straight. Didn't get any better, and then one day it just stopped hurting. And now I'm better.
So the day after we recorded episode 1, this happened.
Yes.
Episode 2, week on, you're still in pain.
Oh, yes.
And then now, here we are, episode 3.
I think it healed itself.
Are you...
I think
a regenerative...
I think I tore my ACL and
it
healed itself.
So you're like...
Jared, you're a bitch. Because
whoa, calling him out.
Yeah, well, Jared tore his ACL and had to get surgery. Mine fucking fixed itself.
Jeez, old Pete. Jared,
you're a bitch.
I hope your ACL is doing well. Didn't he tear it twice? Didn't Jared tear his ACL twice?
I don't know.
I want to say he did.
I actually don't remember.
I don't either.
He like broke a fucking bone, I think, the second time.
Okay. Jared, we hope that your legs are doing well.
Stop doing active things.
But yeah, you should probably just, for your own safety,
yeah, just fucking stop.
Maybe just take it a little easy.
Oh yeah, also, I want to play fucking indoor soccer.
We've talked about, Brandon has reached out to me as well. He wants to get a team together.
Well, Brandon's Brandon.
I don't know what that means.
Brandon is Brandon.
Okay, moving on. I also don't, it's not really an injury. It's just more of a knock.
You didn't tear anything.
I didn't. Playing this week, just had a rough go of it, and my hamstring, like, if I poke it, it is tender. It is very tender and tense.
Have you ever tried to poke it with your dick?
My hamstring?
Yeah.
I don't think my dick bends like that.
You're saying your dick isn't big enough for that?
I don't think my dick bends like that. Is kind of why I hesitated. Can you?
Nerd.
Well, I guess it's just the way it is.
I'm actually a little cold right now, so
it's a little bit
it's a little shorter. So
scuff.
I wouldn't be able to do that.
You're cold, so your dick is shorter, so you wouldn't be able to do that? Well, I can do it right now.
That's how it works.
Some people are showers, not growers.
Well,
I'm a grower.
Good for them.
It's true.
I'm also a grower.
I think, are most people? I don't know.
I feel like.
I don't know. All I know is what I am. I don't go around asking people if they're a grower or a shower.
I've been going around parties asking people.
Dude, we should make a note to do that at the next party.
The same person who's doing my other science experiment, do this science experiment where you just ask people if they're growers or showers.
Doesn't matter if they're male or female.
Report your findings.
Yeah. Shut up. Don't even... I know what thought you're going to go down. I'm moving on right now.
I don't think you know what...
I do. No, I knew you were... I knew you were going to go down this road.
That'd be weird if it was just like...
No. No.
Inverted vagina.
Oh. Why is that so funny? The Office?
What if someone's fucking just like clit on their fucking nose?
Shut up. Shut up. What do you...
funny if you... if it was like, I don't mean to be like culturally insensitive, but like the
somebody picked their nose.
People have the dot on their head. If it was just like the clit was up there, and you just got to like poke them in the head like a droid, like a droid, and you just.
Oh my god!
And that was the pleasure center.
I can't believe what I'm hearing right now,
dude.
I think it's more interesting that if one were to have a vagina as a nose, then they picked their nose, that they would just get off on that.
I mean,
I think that would be an awesome way to live, and I regret laughing at the situation. It's Vicky just...
I started picking my nose just imagining.
Oh my goodness.
Honestly?
I think that would be insane. Speaking of pussies, though.
Oh my.
So Justin Herbert
You're such a bitch,
was in the Combine.
So the NFL Combine,
yesterday.
We're recording this on Friday, whatever day it is.
The 28th of February.
The quarterbacks and like wide receivers Combine was yesterday.
Yep.
Quarterbacks, wide receivers, and tight ends Combine was yesterday. Justin Herbert might be the number 1 overall pick, which I don't think... I don't want him to go to the
We're
Bengals.
from Cincinnati, bro. We know he's not going to be the number 1 pick. Yeah. He's not been consistent enough to be the number 1 pick.
Very good.
Okay, that's fine.
You didn't see his combine workout.
I didn't. I don't care about his combine workout.
I never put stock into it. Like, combine is kind of a dumbass thing. Like, if they played well in college, they're probably going to play well in the NFL. Depending on, like...
I don't know that that's how that works.
But, like... Dude... He just looked so godly.
So Andrew is a big Oregon Ducks fan for football.
Ducks till I die.
And Justin Herbert was their quarterback this past few years, and
4-year starter. Led him to the Rose Bowl victory over Wisconsin. Fuck you, Brandon. And yeah, that was a hell of a game.
I think he goes second round. I think he goes second round.
He's going top 5.
I think there's no chance in hell he goes top 5.
Okay.
No chance in hell.
I'll bet you.
How much you want to bet?
$1,000.
All right, well, I'm not doing that because I'm not ridiculous.
I'll bet you all of our sponsorship money.
No!
That's 14 cents right now.
Yeah, I know, it's fine.
Thank you, everyone, for listening, because you guys don't even have to do anything. I shouldn't really even be thanking you.
Shut up! Well, we are very grateful for you listening to the Lettuce and Mac show.
I guess we just get money because you guys listen, which I appreciate.
Okay, so moving on. Last topic.
Justin Herbert, sick man.
Okay. I don't think he goes top 5.
He's going top 5. If the Dolphins are smart, he'll go top 5. Also, I don't know.
Oh, true. Okay.
If the Chargers pick 6th, I think. So the Chargers like him a lot. And I think he'd be good at the Chargers because he can just fucking let it fly. Have a wide receiver like Keenan Allen catching his bong balls with his just fucking have his dick hanging out, throwing balls.
Why are you so visceral? Last week you were very descriptive about different topics. This week you are.
I didn't think I was very descriptive. I think I could have been a lot more descriptive last week.
Well, last bullet point on our thing before we start to wrap it up.
Oh yeah, this is my.
This is a new thing. I don't know what this is.
Okay.
Do you want me to read it?
No. All
right, Andrew's got the lead right now, so I don't know what's going to happen, ladies and gentlemen. It could be anything.
Yeah, I mean, really, you never know where these go, really. So, and on this other podcast that I listen to.
TMG?
Yes.
Okay. Just to clarify, yep.
Yeah, I like listening to, like, old episodes, too.
Okay.
But they came up with this challenge for both of them, which, like, the name has nothing to do with it, really.
Okay.
It's called the Gay For Me Challenge.
Gay For Me. Okay.
So basically, they wanted to start working out.
Okay.
But they can't just like say, hey, we're gonna start working out. There's like they wanted to have a competition to see who could be the most gay for themselves by like at the end of 8 weeks.
Okay.
So basically, you should want to fuck yourself
right
by the date.
What if I already want to fuck myself, though?
Well, then, the challenge for you.
Oh, okay.
This is my challenge.
This is Andrew's Gay For Me challenge.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, it wasn't for us.
Well, sorry.
I'm gonna work out. I have been in the gym, you know.
Uh-huh.
I've been in the gym in the stew, you know.
Yep.
Going back and forth, you know. But yeah, so hopefully I'm gonna say by summer.
Okay.
By the summer, I'm going to be gay for myself.
Speaking of which...
Gay for myself.
Speaking of which, so I have a proposition for you. Okay?
This is how a lot of porn starts.
I've had a couple conversations. It could be very well coming to fruition. Spartan race. Indiana Spartan. At Perfect North. It is. I know the date of it. However, we have a group. Myself, Alyssa, some of the Indiana crew, some of her like crew out there.
Do you have any friends that are good looking?
I can no longer confirm nor deny that this podcast is active.
I didn't even think about that.
What?
The fact that you couldn't answer that.
Why?
Well, because if you say yes, then she gets mad. If you say no...
No, I mean, I don't care whether like they're attractive or not, but I'm not going to... I know you do, but you can meet them for yourself.
That's true.
When you come to the Spartan with me and us. Brandon...
Alyssa, if you're listening, I would appreciate it if...
We've already tried for you. We've already tried to set you up, and we don't know that it's possible to set you up with anybody.
I think it's possible.
I'm
pretty good looking.
Okay.
I'm going to be gay for myself, so someone else should be gay for me.
True. We'll work on it.
Yeah.
We're going to get you some stud muffin.
But, I mean, I don't want her to be, like, big. Pretty girl.
Okay. We'll work on it. But, Spartan race, Brandon is possibly in. So, I'm putting you on the spot. Can we count on your vote?
I'm going to delay my vote.
What? You can't do that.
I can do whatever the fuck I want.
No.
This is my podcast.
Nah.
Sorry, this is my two people talking on a microphone.
No. So.
2 microphones, actually.
What are you thinking?
I don't know.
Yes?
Yeah, well, I'm going to say yes now, but I'm in my mind.
It's July 25th. Yeah. It's late. You got plenty of time.
Always in July.
You got plenty of time. It's almost in August.
Somehow I feel more prepared than I was last year when we didn't do it. But the reason we didn't do it was because it was like over 100 degrees.
I still was not fit to do it.
Oh yeah, you were being a bitch. Or your heart was being a bitch.
Excuse me. Yeah, I was struggling last year. But Alyssa has a gym pass, and we got workout, so we're planning on it. We've got Andrew's vote, guys. So Lettuce and Matt gang.
That's not official.
You gotta hold Lettuce to his word.
I'm only going if we get sponsored by Spartan.
That's not how it works.
Sponsor Spartan? I don't know how that would work.
No.
I don't want to have to pay.
What, dude? You are going to make me lose my shit. I yelled a little bit.
It doesn't take a lot to do that.
That's not true. That's very not true.
Psycho.
Yes, I am a psycho, but I am the person that, like, patience. It's hard for me to get to the line. It takes forever for me to get to the line, but once I get to the line, I'm over it, and I'm done, and then it's all, like, you're fucked.
Pull up with the sticky,
What?
Pull up with the tricky,
Are you rapping right now?
Sort of.
Okay. So, any other life updates? Anything interesting happening in the world of lettuce? Going over life?
I've been trying to get a job.
Okay.
After graduation, because I do graduate, unlike you.
True. Funny story happened to me, or funny thing continues to happen to me. I've done nothing about it.
Probably. Yeah.
So I was attending Northern Kentucky University in Kentucky.
No shit.
So being a student there, I would get their, alerts and stuff like that. I still get their phone calls, their emails, their texts for like emergency service, like emergency weather and stuff like that. A bank across the street from the school was robbed today, so I got called twice about that. Yeah, I got notifications about when he was running. I really need to call and cancel that, but I don't know how, and I don't care enough to put effort into canceling it.
It's kind of nice to be, glued into what's going on.
Is it? It's more just annoying.
Oh.
Just don't. It's not. I have nothing against the school or anybody there or anything like that. Just, I'm nowhere near it. I don't need to know when it's snowing there or when they were robbed or stuff like that.
I mean, I have fucking work down there, so.
You still do?
Kentucky.
You still work in Kentucky?
Not at the hotel, but.
But your job currently is in Kentucky.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Bellevue. I'm actually. It's actually like right on the river.
Okay.
Dope.
Gotcha.
But I hate it. So.
Oh. Sorry.
You know what
Andrew's
I'm realizing is that fucking having a normal job fucking sucks.
Normal job?
Like
9 to 5.
I thought that would be fine, but dude, it fucking sucks. Especially
that 9 to 5 grind.
And granted, okay, I know people go to college and like learn real things
to get more knowledge.
Girls go to Jupiter to get more stupider.
Exactly. And that's all that we have this week for you, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm not done, bitch. So college, I will say that college, I can kind of say confidently that I did not learn like soft skills or like real things in college.
Applicable to life?
It was more of like the things that happened to me during that time period that I learned from, and not what the fuck happened in school. Okay. Like,
your experiences shaped you more so than the studies that you were in.
Well, yeah, dude, the studies are
enticed in.
And granted, like, it might be just because of my major. I know, like, engineering people like have to learn that shit.
Well, yeah. Like, I mean, it's different for everybody.
But like,
it really is.
Some studies are different, but like, it's like if you like what you do, good for you.
Fuck yeah.
That's
perfect.
But like, I'm gonna fucking
to clarify,
working a normal fucking job. It's nice to have money.
To clarify, what was your major? For the people listening.
Marketing with a minor in psychology, which I got because I was interested in psychology.
Okay.
And it only took me like 2 semesters to get. So.
Okay. Marketing with a minor in psychology. And you don't think you'll be able to use that for anything else that you could enjoy?
No, actually, I had a phone interview today with MedPace.
Okay.
And they're like a health. They do like clinical studies. So
MedPace, yeah.
MedPace. Shout out MedPace. If anyone in MedPace hears that, I appreciated the interview, and I look forward to hearing back. I'm very professional, as you can hear from the podcast.
Obviously.
As the talking on the microphones.
Right.
But yeah.
Well, good luck with the interview.
College. I'm glad I'm done soon.
Okay. I hear you. I mean, I didn't graduate. I stopped going to college.
Yeah.
We don't need to get into my views of college at this point. We can at some point if you want. But
if I was smarter, I would have taken a gap year after high school because I had no motivations to do anything in college.
I think the idea to tell 18 to 22-year-olds that they have to have an idea of what they want to do with the rest of their life by the time they're 18 or 22, or even at that time, or even till they're 30, that they have to know what they want to do is kind of nuts. For the rest of their life? Are you kidding me?
It's like, and we can be done with this soon. I just really have one thing. It's like all the societal pressure to right after high school, go to fucking college and get a degree, get a 4-year degree in work. Like, what the come on.
That's not how the world works.
No, and
it could be. I just think people would be unhappy.
And I get, because we both went to pretty good high schools, I guess. Mine was more academic. Yours was, but
I don't know that we need to get into a
fight
about this right now.
We're not gonna fight about it.
Is it a proven fact? Is it though?
I mean, yeah.
I'm gonna defend the Lancers till I die.
Okay. Well, those schools basically sending kids to college is just a marketing tool.
Well, yeah, because they get a kickback for it,
which is so fucking dumb.
Nah,
and I get it from a purely business standpoint, but it's so fucked up that these Catholic institutions don't give a fuck about the people that they're letting out of their school.
But it's not only private or Catholic. It's not only Catholic or private. It's all schools.
Yeah, I'm saying it is all schools. I feel like it's probably worse at
private places.
What, public schools? We went to private schools.
You think it's worse at public schools?
Yeah.
I don't know about that. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I haven't done studies.
I don't know either. I have no statistics or.
I mean, I'm good friends with many people who went to public schools. I think they're doing just fine. Some of them more than others. And I think it's pretty evenly spread across the board is my point.
I mean, I didn't want to go to St. X.
So.
Now, looking back, I didn't want to. I shouldn't have gone to St.
X. Comes out. Truth.
I've told you that before.
I actually didn't know that. If you had told me, I'm sorry. I'm a bad friend.
I've told other people, I guess.
Oh, okay.
But yeah.
I just, the bottom line, the idea that you have to know, if you do know what you're doing, if you know that college is what you want to do, you want to get a law degree, become a lawyer, and then work as a lawyer for 80 years, fucking, hell yeah.
Yeah,
if you want to go
fucking saying that,
right.
oh.
However, we are two people who, I don't think that was the stereotypical path for us that we would have wanted. That's why that opinion comes out. If you take Cotton Mills 2x4. Zach went to a high school 4 years, went to a college 4.5, 5 years, just graduated, accounting degree, taking a CPA. First test was this past week. I'm anxious to see the results. Zach, good luck on those. But he knew early on that's what he wanted to do. He's doing that, and I'm sure he'll be happy doing that. I hope he's happy doing that.
Yeah, and that's
fine. I'm I wish everybody was. I wish it was as easy as that for every single person. Because
I'm not saying that you have to that I know everything, because I know nothing. I just know what I have learned.
Right, and life is just not that easy for everybody.
Everyone has their own fucking path. This is getting really wholesome.
Yeah, I mean we can sometimes.
Wholesome. But everyone has everyone's got their own shit, and as corny as it sounds, because it does sound corny, but if someone doesn't like that you're not fucking stereotypical, tell them to go fuck themselves.
Well, I mean, honestly.
If it's your teacher especially, tell them to go fuck themselves.
Yeah.
I think it's worth the detention. I'm done.
That's it. I mean, I could get behind that. I think, yeah. You got to stick up for yourself. You have to have self-awareness to know what you want to do, and then go... self-awareness and then the courage, the boldness to go make that happen. But
it takes a lot of willpower,
courage
to actually commit to doing that. But
it does.
Again, we've probably been going on this too long.
It doesn't matter. It's not a big deal. We can.
I thought it was important to say.
It is, and then we can expound upon this even more. We could do a whole segment about. We could do a whole podcast. We could do a whole week, like a whole month's worth of podcasts, 4 episodes just on that topic. I'm sure.
When we have another,
we'll bring a guest on.
We get a guest.
We will. Because we should, just
because I fucking notes sitting here just with you. So.
Oh shit! All right, well, guys, I'm gonna end that because I'm sad now.
I'm gonna fucking kill myself.
I'm sad now. No, we'll bring a dissenting opinion on. We'll bring somebody that, like, honestly, Zach would be a good guest, and just like college worked for him, and he knows what he's doing, and I think he's happy. He doesn't seem unhappy. I was supposed to call him before we started recording, but I forgot.
Nice.
Sorry, Zach.
Glad you remembered that fucking hour 20 of our fucking thing.
Yep.
Where are we? I don't even know.
Hour 15. Nice. So, look, just to recap, basically, find what you want to do, even if it takes you the first 30 years of your life. Then spend the next 10 years until you're 40 grinding to make it happen. And if like, this is worst case scenario, right? And then
there's
at
no real
40,
path. You just gotta work for what you want.
Exactly. And then at 40, you still have plenty of time to go make it happen.
No one's gonna give you shit.
This goes back. This goes back to our having a kid at 18.
Take it.
Plans or not, just make it happen, boys.
Make it fucking
and girls.
happen.
Okay, so I'm good.
That was a fucking wholesome ass ending, and I want a goddamn sponsor just based off that. We need to clip that. Give it to every sponsor. We are getting sponsored.
I don't know what he's going on about with all these sponsors and money. For all 3, I think this is probably gonna be a common theme with him. I'm just shooting off the cuff.
I mean,
he's just gonna keep begging. So somebody sponsor him.
Yeah.
Please, because he's just gonna keep begging.
Yeah.
And I don't want to hear it.
And you're over here acting like, oh, I don't want to sponsor.
I'm not saying that I don't want to sponsor.
Fuck you.
I'm prideful, which is probably not the best thing, but I'm also professional enough to recognize that
professionalism is not what we should be shooting for.
What should we be shooting for?
Maybe that's what you want to shoot for.
I have to keep some amount of professionalism to keep your wild card ass in check.
Okay. Yeah, maybe you need to keep it because you have your brand to maintain. Fuck out of here.
All right.
I know my brand.
Speaking of the brand, KyleMac. Twitch stream, actually probably going to be coming later tonight. You won't be over here. So when this comes out,
I'm leaving right after.
It'll be coming out on Tuesday. So I will have a stream on probably Wednesday and probably Thursday and probably Friday. So tune in for those Twitch streams. KyleMac 1019 on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Byte, Twitch, YouTube, everywhere. Hit me up. Also, if you're a Fortnite player, don't forget to use code KyleMac 1019 in the Fortnite item shop. I would very greatly appreciate you supporting me there. It is capital K in Kyle, capital M in Mac, the numbers 10191019. KyleMac 1019. That's it from me, Andrew. Lettuce, how you feel ending the episode?
First off, I would like to thank everyone for listening.
Thank you very much.
Because wholesome ass ending.
That was a good ending. We could make some more wholesome content.
We can. Next week will be a really crude one, and then we'll have more wholesome content after that.
Okay.
Because listen, I'm having fun doing this, and I think this is going well.
Yeah.
So
I
think this is a thing that's gonna, a thing that's gonna keep going.
Oh, and, of course. We're not quitters.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not a spitter.
Or a quitter.
No, because spitters are quitters.
Are they?
I swallow that shit, baby.
Oh shit. Okay.
A for me challenge.
A for me challenge.
So, I just wanted to remind everyone to follow, subscribe, download the podcast. All of that helps us.
Absolutely.
It raises my ego.
Which is already super low, so just help him raise it, ladies and gentlemen.
You guys heard last episode. Ego's very low.
Always.
I need more sponsors.
Mm-hmm.
And really, I just like to see the numbers. And
he's a numbers guy.
And, as much as I don't like putting myself out there, this is the start of that.
Yep.
So,
big moves.
And if you guys, want to share the podcast anywhere, tell your friends, I really don't care, but
I do care. You should do that.
If you want to, I would appreciate it.
More wholesome content coming at you.
You can find us on, again, almost every podcasting platform.
Spotify, Anchor. Yeah, not Apple Podcasts yet. It'll come out. We're also on YouTube, Lettuce and Mac. We'll post videos of each episode there if that's where you prefer to consume your content. Spotify as well. Weekly episodes coming out. Yes. We're working on getting more socials out like Instagram, Twitter, whatever. We're still working on that kind of stuff. Look for that. We'll probably get clips up at those places. You never know. Lettuce and Mac on the move.
Follow me on Twitter. I don't really know my username.
They're in the description.
In the description. I don't think my Instagram is either, but you can just search me.
Just search him. Andrew Schmidt. He's one of 20.
Yeah, I'm the top one.
Top one of 20.
Other than that, you guys want to listen to the ad that we have at the end of this episode, we appreciate that as well, but I don't think that actually matters. So. It
doesn't, but we're just as entertaining in that, if not more, than right now.
It's really not that entertaining.
It's super entertaining.
I tried to make it.
No, it's super entertaining. Don't listen to him.
You're right. It's super entertaining.
If you're somebody that wants to make a podcast but you don't know how, listen to the ad straight up.
Okay, no free ads.
No.
This is a free ad that we're getting. No
if you're somebody that wants to make a podcast but you don't know how, listen to the ad straight up. That it will help you and it will bring you value.
Free ads.
What does that mean? No free ads.
Have you not learned anything from listening to other podcasts?
What?
No free ads.
I don't know what that means.
It means that if we're not getting paid for it, we should not be telling you.
Explain it off the air. No, that's not how it works. It's not how it works.
No offense, Anchor. You have helped a lot make this podcast.
If you
none of us knew how to do this.
If you want to make a podcast, use Anchor.
No free ads.
This is still an ad.
Thank you guys.
But there's another ad coming.
Lettuce and Mac.
Thanks for listening.
We appreciate you guys. Hope you enjoyed this one, and we'll see you next time.